Imagine a place so secure, so isolated, it's said to be escape-proof. A place where only the worst of the worst are sent. Welcome to the Administrative Maximum Facility, better known as ADX Supermax, or simply ADX, dubbed the Alcatraz of the Rockies. This prison fortress sits in the rugged mountains of Florence, Colorado, built in 1994 and opening the following year. ADX was created to combat the rising violence in the federal prison system. Before ADX, maximum security prisons struggled to contain the most dangerous inmates, who posed serious threats to other prisoners, staff, and the general public. The solution to this problem? ADX, a prison so secure that escape would be impossible, and inmate violence would be virtually eliminated. Former Bureau of Prisons Director Norman Carlson proposed ADX, inspired by the permanent lockdown conditions of the United States Penitentiary, Marion, which operated that way for 23 years. The design of ADX is uniquely isolating. After entering through the main lobby, inmates are cut off from the outside world. Each cell block is connected via underground tunnels, and each cell is a mere 7 by 12 feet. So think about the size of this trailer, just large enough to fit one ATV in. The cells are built with poured concrete walls, bars separating the inmates from a solid steel door, and a small viewing window for guards on that door. Inmates have just a 4-inch wide window on the wall to see the outside world. The cells also come equipped with tamper-proof toilets and, in some, showers set on timers to further control inmates' actions. Inmates spend 23 hours a day in these soundproof cells, preventing communication with each other. When they do leave their cells, whether for their limited recreational time or other controlled movements, they're typically handcuffed, shackled, or both. The prison's design ensures that inmates rarely, if ever, come into contact with one another. Even during the 1 hour outside, that takes place in small, isolated enclosures. Now you might ask yourself, what does one have to do to warrant this kind of extreme isolation and confinement? ADX has housed some of the world's most infamous criminals in American history. There's the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski, who carried out a nationwide bombing campaign. El Chapo, the notorious leader of the Sinaloa cartel, who was sent to ADX after escaping 2 other maximum security prisons in Mexico. And Sicarius Musuli, the so-called 20th hijacker of the 9/11 attacks, who helped terrorists with flight license, finances, and materials to complete the attacks. ADX houses 6 different security levels. General population, which includes the Delta, Echo, Fox, and Golf units, the Special Housing Unit, or SHU, the Special Security Unit, or H Unit, the Control Unit, the Intermediate and Transitional Units, or Kilo and Joker, and Range 13. Now each unit has its own purpose. The Control Unit houses inmates guilty of serious conduct violations, like violent gang members. H Unit is primarily for Department of Justice designated terror group members. And then there's Range 13, highly secure 4-cell wing within the Special Housing Unit for inmates in need of the tightest control for the most extreme cases. As of 2022, only 3 inmates have ever been housed there. Thomas Silverstein, a convicted murderer responsible for killing 4 people while in prison, which was a key factor in ADX's creation. Ramzi Youssef, convicted of the 1993 World Trade Center bombing, and El Chapo himself. But despite its purpose, ADX has faced serious criticism over the years. Human rights organizations call its conditions inhumane, citing extreme isolation and inadequate mental health care. Former inmates describe ADX as a living death, where the lack of human contact leads to severe psychological deterioration, including depression, anxiety, and even psychosis. Back in 2012, 11 inmates filed a lawsuit resulting in Cunningham versus the Federal Bureau of Prisons. They alleged chronic abuse, failure to diagnose, and neglect of inmates with serious mental illness. Although ADX was legally barred from holding mentally ill prisoners, the lawsuit led to a settlement mandating increased mental health screenings, the use of psychotropic medications, and improved staff training on recognizing and responding to mental illness. The debate continues. Should ADX exist in its current form? While it is one of the world's most secure prisons, the cost of such extreme security raises moral questions, not just in financial terms, but in terms of human dignity. So I ask you this. Is ADX a necessary evil, or is it a step too far? Go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. Until next time, thank you for watching.